23 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this beautiful Wednesday morning. Can you believe there's an 80% chance of rain today? It just doesn't even look like it, but that's what the weatherman is saying. I am not the weatherman. I am an amateur surrogate for the weatherman. Laura Burns is in the studio, and if you are looking for a job or are looking for some talent to fill a position at your job location, if you're an employer, CareerSource, Citrus, Levy, Marion is the name you need to know. And if you didn't already know, it's free. Did you hear that? It's free. And Laura comes in here twice a month, I think, to tell us about some job opportunities. And she is here today with Brittany, Graham, and Heather Jubin. Am I saying your name right? And I don't know what you do exactly, but the name Visiting Angels tells me you probably do something really cool. So nice to meet you, ladies. And Laura, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm super well. Thank you. How are you?
Pretty good.
That's good.
I really appreciate your post. I really miss reading you in the Star Banner. You need to just get a part-time gig or something.
Okay.
Writing for them.
Yeah.
Are you writing a book ever?
My husband is constantly saying I need to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm constantly saying, but I'm at a computer all day long. Just can't see doing that. But, I noodle around with stuff. So one day, who knows?
Just keep putting those noodles into one drawer. It'll become a book one day. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
So do we have some job opportunities before we speak to Heather and Brittany?
We do indeed. I do want to mention something that's kind of exciting. Now, I need to preface this by saying that we commissioned a commuter survey about a year ago, and you can get this on our website. But it basically documents what we know is that people who live in Ocala, Marion County will go to Citrus County for jobs, or
Absolutely.
Gainesville,
Yeah.
or even Orlando, and vice versa. People in Citrus County come on into Ocala every single day for work. So we know there's this out-migration and immigration into our area. I say that because we have some really great short-term training opportunities that take place over at Withlacoochee Technical College, and that's in Inverness, and that's, it's going to be a 40-minute drive, but we have scholarships available for eligible students, so we can make this very affordable for you.
CareerSource is awesome, really.
Awesome.
There are so many good reasons to get to know you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to tell you about 3 programs and 3 opportunities. If you want to learn more about them and find out if you're eligible for us to offset your tuition, please, contact us. So Withlacoochee Technical College has the Automation and Production Technology program. That's advanced manufacturing, and we know that Marion County is like one of the tops in the state for manufacturing job growth. So that is definitely a growth industry. This is great, and I think with everything that's going on right now, are the Russians hacking the DNC? I don't know, but cybersecurity is hot.
Sure is.
And they have an applied cybersecurity program over at WTC, and if you have any IT experience and have that CompTIA Network Plus certificate, you qualify for that program. And then there's also, and this is a good time of year to talk about air conditioning, heating, and refrigeration. Everyone needs their air conditioning tooled up.
I love air conditioners.
In 2 months, you can get a certification in HVAC that'll get you a great job. So please give us a call at 1-800-434-JOBS, extension 1236, if you think you are interested in any of those programs and would like to find out if we can give you a scholarship. That's 1-800-434-JOBS, extension 1236. And just briefly, I do have a whole list of hiring events going on, but I don't want to take more time away from Brittany and Heather because they have a lot of stuff happening. And so I do want to just briefly mention a couple hiring events. Of course, you can always see our full calendar of hiring events and workshops and everything at CareerSourceCLM.com. You go right to the homepage, there's a calendar, you can't miss it. We have one over in Chiefland. McDonald's is hiring shift managers, department managers, maintenance workers, crew members. If you don't mind traveling over to Chiefland, check that out. That's tomorrow from 9 to 4, and that's at our Career Center in Chiefland at 109 Northwest 3rd Avenue. Then on August 11th, Sitel, our good good friends at Sitel. They are hiring customer service reps, and Sitel has got a beautiful facility right in downtown Ocala, and that hiring event is at our 14th Street Career Center, and that's from 10 to 5. And then also that week, no, maybe it's next week, August 15th, Spherion, we're helping out Spherion. They're hiring for closet maid, and they want production associates, warehouse associates, quality control, and machine operators. So that's taking place August 15th from 9 to 12, also at our Ocala Career Center. But you can see all of the other hiring events by visiting our website. So I'm going to leave it at that.
Very
I'll
good.
let Brittany and Heather tell you about Visiting Angels.
See, all of those jobs, everything you just mentioned, and this is probably true for most jobs, I guess, in general, that it's all serving mankind in one way. I mean, there's somebody benefiting, even McDonald's, right?
Absolutely.
The only problem I would have with working at McDonald's, I would get tired of the double cheeseburger. I don't ever want to get tired of that. I don't ever want to get tired of that. I want that to be my special treat now and then.
I got to say, I hadn't had a Big Mac in probably 25, 30 years. And yesterday I said,
You had one.
I had a Big Mac
Isn't it
yesterday,
good?
and it was, you know what? It wasn't half bad. Yay.
It's really good.
Just saying.
I know. You know what they sell now, too? You can get the special sauce from a Big Mac on your French fries.
Wow, nice.
That was in the news the other day. You can now ask, I'll have French fries with special sauce, which I think is just Thousand Island dressing, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Isn't that what it is?
I believe so.
Totally. All right, Brittany Graham and Heather Jubin. Brittany, you are the community liaison for Visiting Angels, and Heather, you're the operations specialist for Visiting Angels. So welcome to the show. And
Thank you.
Nice to meet both of you. So what does Visiting Angels do?
We are a non-medical home care service. We do living assistance and general home care with companionship and personal care. So we provide any services that you really need in the home.
And does a doctor prescribe what you do? How does the person get to know you?
So we're not prescribed by doctors because we're non-medical. So it's kind of just a different aspect from home health. A lot of people get us confused because home health is
right. I was already
prescribed.
confused, but I'm glad you've clarified that. And unfortunately, we've got a break coming up. So let's take that break, and then we'll really get into what you do and the job opportunities that you are going to talk about in just a bit. We'll take a little break, and if you have any questions, you're welcome to call. The number is 622-9622. We will be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Sunshine mixing with clouds on this Wednesday with a shower and thunderstorm around, especially during the afternoon and evening hours, the high 89 to 93. Partly cloudy later Wednesday night, low 73 to 77. On Thursday, sun and some clouds, a thunderstorm in the afternoon, high 87 to 91. Friday, more clouds and sun with a couple of thunderstorms around, high 86 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
Hey, this is Dan. Let me ask you a few questions. Does your boat look better with the cover on? Has your car's interior seen its better days? Stop using a towel to cover up those rips in the golf cart. Isn't it about time you had it restored to better than new with a custom upholstery from Captain T? Captain T's Upholstery has been right here in Ocala for nearly 20 years, so they know how to make your ride one of a kind. Whether you want to take that classic ride back to a factory look or put your favorite sports team front and center, Captain T's Upholstery is who to call. 352-369-1810. That's 352-369-1810. Or stop by their location, 5030 South Pine Avenue in Ocala, just past the drive-in. And of course, don't forget to visit them on the web, CaptainTUpholstery.com.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
All right, 14 minutes before 10 o'clock. Let's return to the show. CareerSource Citrus Levy Marion is your go-to agency, organization. What do we call it, Laura?
Organization.
If you're looking for a job or if you're looking for talent, Laura Burns comes in here and educates us about what they have to offer and gives us job fairs to go to. And today, Brittany Graham and Heather Jubin are here from Visiting Angels, and we only kind of just scratched the surface. So you go to the home of the person who needs whatever help they need, right? Mm-hmm. And what is typically a need? What do they need?
Laundry, light housekeeping, whether
really?
they need meal preparation, help
wow.
with transportation, running errands, grocery shopping for them, taking to and from doctor's appointments. It's really the everyday living assistance. Whereas with home health, they're going to be prescribed for medically necessary
I
reasons,
see.
and then they don't get to really stay and help with living.
So are you
That's where
typically
we come in.
working alongside the medical folks? Are they there also?
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes, yeah, absolutely.
yeah. Well, that's good. So the nurse is taking care of the patient, and you're cooking eggs.
You could say that, yeah.
Are you really? I mean, you sometimes go in and make breakfast?
Yeah, we
Really?
we are there for meals. We're there for general companionship. We're there to help with bathing, dressing.
Oh my gosh!
I mean,
you
personal
must fall in
care.
love with the people. I mean, if you're there all the time, you get to know them, and
Absolutely.
there's a personal connection that happens. Yeah.
We build relationships, long-lasting relationships.
Wow. How many people are in visiting? How many angels are there? Is it all ladies, or are there men angels?
There
No?
are
Is that a bad question? Is that a bad question?
there are men angels. We have, I want to say, close to 100 caregivers, consisting of caregiver companions and home health aides.
So I could be one.
Yeah,
Laura, I could
absolutely.
go flip eggs. Take out the garbage and stuff. I mean, it sounds like something. I can imagine this. What is the typical situation of the person? Are they bedridden or?
We have had bedridden. Different circumstances. Usually, they just want someone to come in there and kind of help, whether they're a little weaker, just need general help for everyday needs.
And you had used that word companionship, because sometimes, if they're living with their children or something, and then the children need a break and they're going out of town or something, then people can come in and just be their friend. Can they maybe play cards with them, or board games, or watch TV, something
couldn't
like
do that.
that?
Absolutely. Puzzles, take them shopping, go to lunch. Anything really. The non-medical aspect, we can't do certain things, like we can't check blood pressures or sugars, but that would be the medical aspect of it. But anything else other than that, we can even do pet care,
Wow.
reminders, cues.
Well, how far do you go? Is it just Marion County?
No, we do all of Marion and Citrus County.
Oh,
we
wow.
do part of Lake Sumter and Levy.
Really? So do you? So are you looking for people to do this? Is that why you're here today?
Yes, we have about 20 positions opening for caregiving, home health aide, and CNA positions.
Can you give a job description? I guess you sort of have already. Is there anything you would see in the job description that hasn't been mentioned yet?
Well, the qualifications as far as
Okay.
getting hired with us, we would definitely first and foremost need someone who's compassionate and caring. You can't obviously do this type of work without a big heart.
That's where CareerSource comes in. They screen them so you don't have to, right?
Yes. They have to be CPR certified and have at least 1 years of verifiable experience, because we do check references. We
Okay.
have a pretty high standard for getting someone who's going to be a benefit to the company and to the client, because we are all about those long-lasting relationships, family-oriented.
Is it full-time or part-time, or what kind of work is it?
We do offer full-time, part-time, and PRN positions.
What was the last one?
PRN as needed.
Oh, okay.
Positions.
So I'm guessing somebody who's currently maybe working at an assisted living facility could also have this as a side job?
Absolutely.
Really? Do you have a lot of that? Do you have a lot of those folks?
Yes, sir.
Really? And typically who, like, I guess, who, is there anybody else in the house with the person? Are you, when you go to cook eggs for grandma, is grandpa there too? Or?
Sometimes grandpa's not there. It's a kind of get him where he can have that time to himself, because they're usually the primary caretakers for his family, but so they don't get burnt out. So they have a little bit of time. We kind of come in and
Gosh, I saw a sweet
Take over a
video
little
yesterday. Can I tell you about the video I saw? It was on
Yeah.
Facebook. It was an old lady, and she was in a bed, and the text underneath it said that she was dying and in the hospital. And her old husband was singing to her, and I guess the daughter holding the camera put on some music on a boombox or something, and he was singing along. Oh my gosh, it makes you want to cry. You just watch this video. They were so sweet, and, just they're at the end of their lives. She's obviously closer than him, and wow.
Well, I don't know this, so you just prompted something. What is the age range for folks?
Oh, yeah.
Obviously you're going to have seniors and everything, but do can you do this for people who are like post-surgery or, recovering from something in their 20s or 30s and need a little help around the house?
Absolutely, we could do respite care. As long as it's within our range of being non-medical, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
We can do that.
So if the grandchildren are visiting, you're not cooking eggs for all the kids, are you?
Well, we're not going to say, sorry, I can only make things for grandma.
Okay, all right,
You're
all right.
excluded, but it's generally care for that specific client.
So, and is it, okay, is it paid for by insurance?
We do take long-term care policies and some VA benefits. There's an aid and attendance program,
okay.
But it mostly is private pay since it is non-medical.
How long have you ladies been doing this?
I've been with us since March. Heather's
since last week.
Since last week? Oh, really?
We're growing and expanding, so she's definitely going to be an asset to the company.
So, Heather, have you gone to somebody's home yet?
I have done, we're caring for the patient, but signing on with Brittany,
Okay.
talking and,
So what's it like? You're walking into somebody else's house, right?
yes,
And-
it's very different.
And do you know right away what you need to do, or do you meet the person?
Well, we kind of do a screening to see what they're looking for, what they need, and then we go in and we go over the paperwork and kind of get more in detail and actually meet the client. And then the caregiver, they do a meet and greet where Brittany will go with the caregiver to the client's house, so they kind of all get together and make sure
Right,
everything's
right.
all together. And then the caregiver goes by themselves to each schedule with the caregiver or with the client.
And what were you doing before you did this? That
The hospital.
prepared you. Okay, that makes sense. So working in a hospital, so it's kind of the same person. They could be in the hospital, then goes home. Okay.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of that just because you don't want to send someone who's obviously been in the hospital and weak for whatever scenario that they've been through. So we can go home with them. It's the same with rehabs and assisted living facilities. We even do care in assisted living facilities.
Are you on call?
Oh, that's wonderful.
I'm on call 24/7.
So they call you. They say, "Can you come over and tie my shoes or something?"
No.
No. Okay.
No. If someone's interested in having some assistance, they'll give us a call. I'm usually who they're going to speak with. We would kind of go over what they're looking for, what kind of schedule they're looking for, how often they need someone in the home, the hours. We would do the meeting that Miss Heather was talking about, go over things, get a sense of, what kind of person that they're looking for to have in their home. Because, obviously, everyone has preferences. But once we have the gist of what they need, then we'll get someone scheduled out there to make sure that they have the help that they're looking for.
And you also work in conjunction with the home health nurses and things like that. You're there when home health nurses come in to take the blood pressure and administer medication, things like that.
Absolutely, because a lot of times, like I said, when they come in for whatever medical reason that they're there for, they'll see, so-and-so needs a little help getting around the house a little more, or so-and-so could use some help with the light housekeeping because they're just not getting around like they used to. So we work side by side with the ALFs, the home health companies, so we're out there.
I want to just briefly jump in to let folks know how they can apply for these positions.
Absolutely.
Because I see that Brittany and Heather have a list of some nice benefits that I'm sure they
I
want to
was
talk
going-
about.
That's where I was going.
So to find out more, to get the job description and the responsibilities and what you need to have and how you apply, just go to our website, CareerSourceCLM.com, click on today's date, August 3rd, and you'll see the WOCA-Visiting Angels. Click on that, and it'll have all that information and walk you through how to apply. And also, if you need some assistance, there's a number to call for help with that. So that's where to go to apply for these wonderful positions. So
Do we want to talk about benefits or wages, or is that something exclusively done through CareerSource?
well, you can. I see 401k at the top of your list.
Yeah.
You can
Okay,
mention
so
all
we can
that.
mention that. Okay, 401k, that's a good start. Yeah.
Yeah, Visiting Angels is an amazing company, and even though I've only been there such a short time, it's very family oriented, and It's one of the best jobs that I have. I shouldn't probably really say that.
You must love. You must.
But
But that's because you love people. That's why it's so rewarding for you.
I do. I love the people, and we have a wonderful batch of ladies that works in the office that I'm there on a daily basis with. The owner is wonderful. He has the same compassionate heart that our director Candy does, and just having the same people with the same outlooks as you it makes your job fun. It makes it worth it.
I think you've done a really great job giving us a thumbnail sketch, I guess, of what the job entails, and I guess through CareerSource you can find out what it pays and some of the other benefits. Any other benefits you want to talk about?
Yeah, we do the 401k. We offer medical benefits, competitive wages. We even have a couple continuing education.
Oh wow!
Yeah, opportunities.
That's good.
Flexible schedules. We're technology based now, going into the home, keeping track. We're track GPS, and we have an app on the phone for that.
So here's a question. I'm betting happens a lot. You go into an older person's home and they've got the computer, they've got questions, or they've got the iPhone, they've got questions because you're more tech savvy. They might be saying, I got this app. How do I call my son and see the kids on the video? How do you do that? I'm guessing you get those kind of questions, right?
We do, and I'm so glad that you brought that up because Visiting Angels is getting out in the community, and we're actually offering a program called Silver Surfers that we just scheduled a
Silver
date for.
Surfers, clever name.
Yes, isn't that cute?
Yeah.
We're partnered up with Rasmussen College, and it's going to be the last Saturday of August, so August 27th.
Okay.
From 9 to 12, we're doing a program that we're going to offer learning about the technology. We'll offer
wow, that's
little
awesome.
training sessions for those kind of things. And we're looking into getting some vendors there for maybe a free hearing test or a free blood pressure check while you're there, and some
nice.
refreshments and snacks. So trying to make a deal out of it.
That is really nice. I mean, I'm sure that this is common with somebody who's older, who's never really gotten into the computer, but they could see the grandkids on the thing if they just knew how to work it.
Yes.
Right? I'm sure, yeah. I'm sure you get those. You have to be techie, right?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. Did this happen in the hospital as well? Did you have people in the hospital who were using phones and apps and things? Yeah.
I would get patients all the time. How do you work this thing? And it's like the smartphone where they touch the screen. They're like, just type it for me. Just help me out here.
Yeah.
No wonder how they bought it.
Yeah. How do you even pick something out like
And
that?
are your employees insured? Because when they're taking somebody else out to help them do their shopping, and you've got to be careful that they're not going to fall or
Absolutely.
anything like that.
We are actually employee-based where a lot of other companies are subcontracted employees. So we hold workers' compensation and liability. We make sure that they have background checks done. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So do you actually take them to the store sometimes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Whether it's in the caregiver's vehicle or they have a vehicle they're provided, we check car insurance. Obviously, that's going to be a big thing. We check driving records. So.
Oh, really? Yeah. I worked for 3 years at an assisted living facility, and I used to take them to the grocery store. I was activities director, so I didn't have any medical training. But the one thing I remember is taking old men to the grocery store. They didn't mind holding my hand. If they had to have a walker, they didn't want to be seen with a walker. Old men. So they don't mind holding another man's hand. That didn't bother them. So I'm holding their hand walking across the parking lot, but they didn't want anybody to see them with a walker. I said, really, this is less embarrassing than that. And then when they get to the store, the shopping cart becomes their walker. And I always thought I just said, that's going to be me. That's going to be me one day. I'm going to be holding some young guy's hand and walking across the parking lot. Well, Brittany and Heather, you are both charming, and this sounds like a beautiful job, and it sounds like you attract beautiful people to do this job. So
We do. We want to make sure
perfect
that,
name, Visiting Angels.
Yeah.
Just a great name.
Larry, can I do a quick shout out?
Yes.
Okay, so I won't be here before this, but on Friday, August 5th, my oldest baby turns 39. So happy birthday, Michael.
No way. You have a 39-year-old.
Way. It's away. It's way. And then on Monday, my wonderful mother-in-law turns 90. So
Wow.
remember I sang happy birthday one year to her. I'm not doing that again, but happy birthday to
You can do
my
it,
mother-in-law. 90 years young. She
Wow.
is so, and she is as independent, and she lives alone and does everything, and she's amazing. So
There was a story in the news today. Exercise cuts down on, prevents dementia. Exercise prevents dementia.
Yeah.
We'll just give you the thumbnail on that one. But anyway, thank you for coming in here. Laura Burns, Brittany Graham, and Heather Jubin. You ladies are so wonderful. Thank you for what you do. Laura, contact Laura at CareerSource, and you'll be able to hook up with Visiting Angels and perhaps get the dream of a lifetime, the dream job of a lifetime. Thank you, ladies.
Yes, thank you.
All right, we will take a